Our first guest is a fine actor, an old friend of Paul Schaefer's, isn't he?
A lovely guy.
Known him for a long, long time.
72.
Absolutely. He is a talented comedian and, most importantly, I believe, a true Canadian patriot. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our good friend, Mr. Martin Short. Martin! Ladies and gentlemen, yes, sirree.
Thanks for remembering.
Hey, Martin.
There's more stuff.
I know.
My mother.
Everyone has spit on this show every night since we first went on the air.
Not since Ben Breen and Pippin has more fluid.
How you doing?
I'm fantastic.
You just finished up a big successful run on Broadway yourself, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. The Goodbye Girl.
Big hit?
It was a big hit. But, you know, let's not get on me right now.
Well, then, why did we even bring you out?
Well, I'm not sure. But I am so excited for you.
Oh.
No, I am. The ratings, I mean, let's not bring up ratings, but they're going through the roof. You are in the hottest show on TV. I find it... You look fantastic. You look unbelievable. You know, I've got to find out your collagen guy because you look... The Tova Borgnine products are working, the suit works. You know, I find it actually hard. Words don't seem to suffice. And if the legendary songwriter Irving Cohen
your old
were
friend
here
Irving
right
Cohen,
now,
the songwriter.
he'd say to Paul, give me a C.
There we go.
A bouncy C. David Letterman, you're quite a guy. I'd say you stand about oh so high. You got a new show, and that's a good thing. And you don't work blue, and that's also good. Da 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 dee dee dee, whatever the hell else you want to think.
Irving Cohen. Don't get hurt.
I didn't make it.
See if you can shoot it out. Oh, wait a minute.
No, I won't. I'm frightened.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just put this over here. We'll
Yeah.
dust it for Prince now that you've touched it. Okay, you can take this down to the lab now.
It is exciting, Dave.
No, but tell me about your experience working in a Broadway theater every night, and now you're back here in this theater. It must be very exciting for you.
Well, it is. I mean, doing that show was remarkable just for the people that would come backstage, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, every night there'd be, you know, as celebrities. We had Nancy Reagan came backstage.
Wow.
Yeah.
She and Ron had come to see the show?
Not
or just
Ron. Ron couldn't make it. And
was she there with Chuck Woolery?
yeah. No, she was there with a friend, and she was very sweet, and yes, she was dressed in red. And she came backstage, and she was very sweet to me, and kind of came on to me a little bit, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she did. She said, gee, those costumes are fitting awfully snugly. And she gave it a... Then this eye got caught. I felt badly for her, because she was wearing individual lashes. You know, Liza was there, you know.
Yeah? What did she have to say?
You're terrific.
Yeah.
She was wonderful, you know. You got so much pizzazz. Linda Hunt came back the same night as Mickey Rooney. I mean, talk about coincidences. And in fact, she couldn't recognize Mickey, and she looked in the background and she said, who's that tall drink of water? No, it's true. Tova Borgnine was there, I told you. Lisa Koshy, they were all here.
So, it was great fun. Now, how many performances did you actually do?
260.
260? Man, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's too much.
That's like 8 a week for 6 weeks, 6 years, 6 months, something like that?
Yeah, it's 8 a week.
Yeah.
And sometimes your mind just completely goes blank. It's like a computer in an airport.
Been erased,
It just kind of goes down, and you just have no idea. One night I was singing the big ballad to the little girl.
Oh,
Annie Minoff.
yeah, my favorite part.
Thank you. Thank you. Which night did you come again?
I was there the first night, of course.
Yes,
because
of
I am
course.
Mr. First Nighter.
I loved your telegram.
I was there at the Gypsy Run-Through.
You presented the Gypsy Cape, didn't you?
Yes,
you did. That was so nice.
Thank you very much.
No, but near the end, I was singing the big ballad to the little girl, and I was singing, I think I can play this, and I looked in her face, And normally, you know, there'd be a little tear, and this night she was going... And I thought she was having a seizure. I got nervous, and I realized she was stifling a yawn.
Oh,
and I realized it was time...
That's not a confidence builder.
Good night! Yeah.
You want to do a little something before we go into commercial? You want to... I know you're not an impressionist.
No. I'm a dancer, really.
Yeah.
And how I got into this, it's a long story.
But can you know, to me, this theater, if I did impressions, if I could do like a young maniac Jerry Lewis in this theater, loose, running around...
No, wait a second. Let me just say one... Anyway, You mean...
You don't have to do this.
You mean just... The young Jerry, not the older Jerry.
The young Jerry, where he was always running around, the young lady! Welding!
Hey, lady!
Hey, Dean! Whoa!
I saw a Jerry Lewis movie recently, and a guy saved him from drowning, and he said, "You made my living life, no death."
Piano boy!
Hey, lady, do what you gotta do. Gotta get my old tuxedo pressed. Gotta sew a button on my vest. Is that what you mean?
No. It's close enough.
Let me just say one thing. One thing. Before more with Martin, let me say.
Yeah.
You said do young Jerry Lewis.
Yeah.
And just before it, you did young Jerry Lewis.
Right.
So let's hear your Jerry Lewis today.
I don't do it Jerry Lewis today. All I do is, young lady!
Let me say, just say,
Schmelding!
Okay, so then you got your party.
That's all I do. But I'm not an impressionist.
No, sure you are. You got half your party piece.
Uh-huh.
Now just go with the second half. This is Jerry Lewis today. You've got to go, hey, so that looks like a super thing. Do that.
Schmelding! Yes! We'll be right back here with Martin Short. Very nice. Thank you, Paul. That sounded great.
Thank you very much.
Martin Short is here, and also Cyndi Lauper. Are you like me? Do you love Cyndi Lauper?
Oh, I love
She knocks me out.
She is the best at what she do.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she also understands she's eligible for a Tony.
That's what I hear.
You know, earlier you talked about how things were going so well for the new show. I don't know if you heard this. This will give you an idea of just how well things are going. Earlier today, we got free beer.
Crack it up.
Yeah, slick.
Crack it up. And I've been up north in Canada. That's all we've been doing.
Yeah. Oh, you were on vacation.
I was with the loons. I've been, for weeks since the show stopped, been with the loons. I go to my dock. I go, loon! And then people come and give me another injection, and then I go home.
Now, you and your family have a lake up in Canada,
Yes,
or
we do.
a cottage on a lake.
Well, it used to be owned by Sir Noel Coward.
Is that right?
Yep.
Well, that's pretty interesting,
Yeah,
isn't
and in
it?
fact, on very quiet nights, if you listen very closely, you can almost hear Sir Noel whispering in your ear, "Find out the name of the tall one." You know, no, it's true. It's absolutely no.
That's never.
Oh,
that's
I'm
never
gonna
happened.
lie on your show now
That's
that you're
never-
this big ratings hit.
That's never happened.
It's a lovely, lovely cottage. I wish you'd come.
I'd like to come up there. I understand Paul has visited you.
Paul
there.
was there. He was fabulous. He brought, he said, I love.
Oh, that doesn't sound like me at all.
Can I tell you how fabulous it is to be here? He brought a Bobby Darin special from 1969 in Ocean's 11 and never left the cabin. But still. But it's so great to get away.
We did have fun.
Yeah.
What do you do for fun up there?
Well, you know, I mean, you swim, you surf.
Oh, you know, you're lying again. You don't surf on the lake.
You fish.
Yeah, right,
And,
okay.
and occasionally, after a couple of brew, you go to the dock and go, Norman, they're clouds in the sky. I hope there's no boating accident.
Now that was Katharine Hepburn doing the young Jerry Lewis.
Yes, it was. That would be like this.
Hey, lady, you made my living life no death.
Yes! I bet I knew it. Kate Lewis.
Now, I know that you have, because we're in the theater, because this is our first week, because you're an old friend of ours, and a stage performer in the musical comedy realm yourself.
God bless you, Dave.
You have a song you're going to do for us this evening.
I do have a song. It's, let me just say this.
Wow! Not only do you have a song, you have your audio equipment.
Thank you. You know, in my business, or in our business.
Why do you have a microphone? Where did you get this? Have you been to Radio Shack? Here. Oh. All right, there you go.
Let me give you a bit of a word. No, okay. Yes, you've got the whole Richard Grieco look. Yes, you've got the...
I have.
Yes, you've had the...
Yeah.
But you know what? You don't have all the answers, Pappy.
No, I know. Please don't sing this to me.
No.
No. You just go over it. You go right over it.
Let me give you a bit of advice, Dave, about
okay.
show business, about a town called Broadway. First of all, you don't say Broadway, you go Broadway. You have to go up on the way. If you don't know that, get out of town. You've got to. But let me just say that this is anyway, I jotted down a little thoughts and advice from one Broadway star to another. You've got to treat Lady Broadway kindly. You've got to give her your respect. Then she'll suck your face like no chick ever has. You've got to send her lots of flowers. Perhaps a diamond ring or two. Then she'll make you moan and groan and all that jazz. Then she'll... Let's go back to the card before. Thank you. So in closing, Mr. Letterman, hear the words of one who knows. This dame can get you off down to your toes. Just remember, Broadway is a lady. Thank you. Broadway is a lady. So don't try to treat her badly, or I'll have to tell you sadly, you'll kiss your bye-bye.
Appreciate that.
Bless you, Dave.
Wonderful moment in the theater.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Yes, sir. You know that, as I think about it now, that Flintstones, that's just a cartoon.
That's right.
It's a cartoon show.
It is.
And then Steven Spielberg, the genius who brought you E.T.
Right.
Yeah, he turned it into like a real movie.
Is that right? I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, oh yeah. Our first guest has been in some of the most popular comedy motion pictures ever, including the Ghostbuster films and those movies about blowing up and shrinking kids. His latest film, The Flintstones, opens on Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Rick Moranis. Rick!
This is a pretty good show for a Monday.
Nice to see you.
You know, I'm almost getting my hearing back. I was at the Knicks game. Yes.
It must have been very exciting.
Oh, it was intense. 19,683 people rooting. Well, 19,681 rooting for the Knicks. Bill Murray was there, sitting next to me, or a few seats away with his brother, all decked out in Bull stuff. And I was kind of getting into it. I'm more of a hockey fan, being Canadian. But I was at... Thank you.
I got a great series here for the hockey game, too.
Fabulous.
The Devils and the Rangers, yes,
Fantastic
sir.
series. And
I would like to see those Rangers kiss the cup.
that would be nice. I don't want to say anything. I'm afraid to say anything because I'm from Toronto, and...
The Leafs still in it?
You know, and the movie's opening in a lot of cities. Anyway, I found myself getting into it. At one point, Starks got a three-pointer or something, and I went, yes! And I looked over, and Bill was like... So the good news is the Knicks may win the championship. The bad news is I'm not going to be in Ghostbusters 3.
Oh, no. You know what? And I wasn't even going to get into this, but you bring up an interesting point. I'm from Indiana. And Indiana is regarded as the North American hotbed of basketball. And the Pacers now go up against the Knicks.
What are you going to do?
I'm predicting a sweep. I'm predicting the Pacers will sweep the Knicks.
Boy, you got a lot of guts.
Well, you got
guts. Look at that.
But it's my hometown team. What can I do?
I know how you feel. The Leafs against Vancouver Canucks, but I don't know.
I
got to go with the Rangers.
How are things going for you? Are you excited about the big cartoon movie?
The big cartoon movie. Which one are you talking about?
Talking about that Flintstones. I'm surprised we haven't heard more about it.
I haven't heard anything about it. Yes, we're going to yabba dabba do it in 4 days, I believe they're saying now. No, it was a lot of fun. It was great.
Did you want to be Barney Rubble?
No, I wanted to be Betty. But I came close. I wear a dress in the film. I had my hair dyed blonde.
Yeah. What was it like working with, of course, it's got an unbelievable cast. Rosie O'Donnell, who's very funny, very charming woman.
Great gal.
Also, you have John Goodman, who is great.
Great gal.
And Elizabeth Taylor, a national treasure.
Loved working
Well, what
with...
was that like?
It was great working with Elizabeth Taylor in the beginning.
Hair-pulling cat fights?
Well, what happened is, as soon as you start to combine your personal and your professional life, after we were married, it all changed.
You and Elizabeth Taylor got married?
Well, she married a lot of guys on the set, but what happened to me was...
Now, when you say married...
I'd heard about those violet eyes, and we were all out for dinner together, and all of a sudden, I felt a hand on my lap.
There you go.
And I reached down and touched it. It was a big, beefy hand, but John Goodman was sitting on the other side of the table. So I touched it, and I brought up my hand, and I smelled it, and it was White Diamond.
There you go.
It was the cologne.
Case closed.
So I looked at her, and there were those violet eyes just making goo-goo at me. And that night, we flew to Vegas, got married. The next day on the set was hell.
Yeah.
And that night, we flew to Mexico and got divorced.
Got the divorce.
Yeah.
Well, good. So you've survived that ordeal. Congratulations. And what was the movie? Was it fun? Was it exciting? Was it more than you thought it was going to be? Less?
You want me to get you into a screening or something? Do you need help getting these tickets?
Oh, no. I'll see it. I'm just curious about the experience.
Well, it was a lot of fun, You're running around barefoot in a dress as a blonde for 3 months. This is what I dream of.
Oh, my. Was it shot out someplace in, like, the desert, out in the jungle? Where?
Do you want to come over later and talk about it? I mean...
I'm just curious about the experience of taking a cartoon as the foundation for the film.
Well, that was really the challenge, actually, because the production designers had to come up with a way of creating this flat world in 3 dimensions. We had always wanted to do this when I was on SCTV. There was a card on the board for years that said Flintstone Humanoid Show.
There you go.
But the reason for doing it back then is we wanted to force the producer to have to build 17 identical living rooms so we could do the run by the same scenery.
And this movie, I'm guessing it was a huge budget, like a $60, $70 million?
Nah, nothing.
But it'll be one of those deals where it'll make like $1 billion.
It'll make nothing. No, you sucked me into that. No, I don't know. I don't know what it costs.
Let us do a commercial here, speaking of things that are expensive. And then we'll be right back with Rick Moranis, folks. Come on back. Jimmy Buffett will be out later. Do your kids know about the big cartoon movie?
Well, my kids love cartoons. My kids love all that stuff. In fact, my daughter has taken to only exiting as a cartoon star now. She says, a couple of weeks ago, she said, Daddy, why is it that on cartoons when people go anywhere, they go like that? So now she loves exits. Go brush your teeth. Like that.
That's cute.
My son is a little more existential. He said to me the other day, was Adam the first man? And so I said, well, for those people who believe in God, they believe that God created man, that Adam was the first man, and not to discount Darwinism totally. I said, but millions of years ago, there were just animals. He said, dinosaurs? I said, well, after the dinosaurs. And there were apes and gorillas, and many people believe that we came from those animals. And he said, what do you believe, Dad? Are we in the Addams family? My daughter is, sometimes they say things that really embarrass you, and I've told her that it's better to not say something rather than say something that might offend someone. We were in an elevator, and we were on a high floor, and we had a long trip to make, and a very large man got on.
Yes.
Really big. And she was looking at him. And so I tried to stir up some conversation. I said, later on, she said, Daddy, I have to tell you something. And I was looking at him, and he's looking at her, and she says, Popeye smokes. And I said, yeah, Popeye smokes a pipe.
Pipe, sure.
And she said, and if he doesn't stop smoking that pipe, he's going to get very sick, and he'll have to take medicine. And she's looking at this guy the whole time. And the guy's looking at her, and he's looking at me. And he just better stop smoking, he'll have to take medicine, he'll get really sick. And the guy thinks now that, what kind of parent am I bringing up a kid that thinks that this is real? So he's looking, I'm just waiting for him to say something, because if he says anything about how I bring up my kids, I'm going to say to him, you don't like the way I brought up my kids? Well, at least I didn't eat them!
I don't know if that would have been the appropriate response. It's kind of cute and charming that your daughter was concerned about Popeye. I'll let you enjoy a beverage there for a second.
Thank you very much.
Do you get in on the merchandising of this movie, the Flintstones thing? Do you get a piece of the vitamins, a piece of the cartoon characters, a piece of the action figures, the coloring books? You get some of that? You're probably in on that, aren't you?
How does that work?
You gotta negotiate a deal. You gotta get somebody in there to negotiate for you.
No, when somebody buys one of them toys, the store gets the money.
Well, they get their profit, sure.
Now,
but
wait a second. Let's talk
there's a little margin built in there.
Let's talk merchandising here, because I have noticed, and the audience will back me up on this, that more people than ever, and I think you're responsible for this, are wearing double-breasted suits.
And bad hair pieces, sure.
And I think this is because of you. And there are certain people out there in television land and in the audience that should not wear double-breasted suits. Myself, the late Hervé Villachez. Pat Riley does not wear a double-breasted suit. He has a clean look. And more people are doing this. Now, what's going on with you? Are you going to do sort of a Johnny Carson apparel thing like in the 60s?
Yes.
Is that what Worldwide Pants is all about?
That's what Worldwide Pants is all about.
All right, so we can look to see you
conquer the world in pants, yes. That ain't a bad idea. But here, this is what I was talking about. Here's you.
Oh, now this is
That's
me.
you. There you go.
This is supposed to be me.
That's you.
Now, hang on. For some reason, this was supposed to look like me, and it doesn't.
All right.
But a friend of mine noticed.
You're pretty close, though.
A friend of mine noticed. Can you get a tight shot of this? That if you squeeze it, it looks exactly like me. So, I don't know, down at the factory, they must have looked at the specs and said, no, nobody could look like that.
So there's a little action adventure. The kids can squeeze your head for a more realistic experience. That's very nice. Do you have a clip of the film, the big Flintstones?
I don't have a clip because in those days, in the days of the Flintstone, they had no clips.
Oh, man, I've got to play along with this all
when
summer,
when you had a movie come out in those days and you went on a talk show, you didn't have a clip.
Yeah.
You reenacted a clip.
You reenacted? Well,
Yeah.
that's not a bad idea.
And so, thank you. Thank you. And so tonight, I'm going to reenact a clip with your help, and I brought you a little script.
Great. Boy, oh boy.
And I need you to play the part of Betty.
Someone pinch me.
Here's your line here. It's the one I circled.
I'm Dave / Betty. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll start out.
Okay.
I don't have to squeeze my head.
All right. Here we go.
You know, Betty, even though Fred wrecked the car...
Barney, I love you.
No, wait a second. Too short.
I jumped my cue. I'm sorry.
You know, Betty, even though Fred wrecked the car, cost me my job, made us move out of our house, I don't know, he's still my best friend.
Barney, I love you.
No. You put a little spin on it. I would add like an oh.
Oh, Barney, I love you.
Sing it a little bit. It's a cartoon. Oh.
Oh, Barney, I love you. Oh, Barney, I love you. Oh, Barney. Oh, Barney.
And I love you, Betty.
Hey, all right. And
I love them both of you.
I'll get out in 6 months. John Goodman, ladies and gentlemen. Now, do you get a piece of the movie? There you go, cartoon money. Rick, thank you very much. Have a pleasure to have you here. Good luck. Have a great opening.
Thank you. I do have a great opening.
Barney, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Well, our next guest is an alumna of SCTV and recently a Tony Award winner. Currently, she is appearing in Shakespeare's The Merry Wives of Windsor right here in Central Park. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome comedian, thespian, Andrea Martin. Andrea, come on out and say hello to the applause, will you? Dig it, Andrea. Hi, how are you? It's been a long time. Thank you. Don't paralyze me there. There we go. How you doing? Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I actually was in this theater before doing Kate and Allie.
Oh, that's where they used to
right.
tape that situation comedy.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, did you ever know
Original.
which one was Kate, which one was Allie?
You know, I really did.
That's why the show went off the air after about
That's
8 years. People just got fed up. They couldn't figure it out.
No,
And they said,
I did. But they paid me,
adios.
and I got to show up.
Yeah,
so.
congratulations on your big Broadway. Was it your debut? And
It was my Broadway debut.
And you won a big Tony Award
I
for
did
that.
win a
That's
big
very
Tony
nice.
Award.
Nice going.
Thank you.
That's great. You come in the first time and you get yourself an award. There you go. What could be better than that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you won have you won other awards?
Do you know, one of the first awards I ever won, we've never talked about this, was a Sitvig Award.
I didn't think we were going to talk about it tonight
yes,
there for
I
a
was
minute.
sort of paralyzed with fear, just looking at your face, you know. God help me. What next?
Why don't you go sit on the stairs then if you're going to do that?
Yeah. A Sitvig Award. Oh, you know, it was a little something for a film I did called Cannibal Girls. It was,
I didn't know that.
It was a Best Actress Award at the International Horror Film Festival.
Ooh,
Yes.
congratulations.
Yes, that's right. Thank you very much. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And now,
Yes.
Cannibal Girls are on tomorrow night. You want to come back for the Cannibal Girls? We'll be on tomorrow night. They're very good. The kids love them. The kids are crazy about it. They drive the kids wild, the Cannibal Girls. And you have a one-woman show that you're developing?
I was working on
this
it right
is perfect
before.
for you.
Did you think?
Oh,
A one-woman
yeah,
show? Yeah.
yeah.
I was working on it right before I came here to do Merry Wives of Windsor. It was called Andrea Martin's Work in Progress, and I haven't found a title for it yet.
That's all right.
So.
That'll come.
Yeah, you think?
Sure.
Can I try out some titles on you?
Sure.
Sure, all right. Here were the things we decided on. Well, we didn't decide on, but we went through. Open Up the Kennels, Kenneth, Mama's Coming Home Tonight.
I like that. Will that fit on the
Nude, totally nude.
ticket? Yeah.
Aged Ham.
Aged ham.
Bitter Party of One. The Who's Tommy. How about No Sex, Please, I'm Funny?
Yeah.
I like that.
Any of these would be good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what kind of stuff would you do? And it would be like anecdotal, biographical?
I talk about my family. I talk about my kids. I talk about my life. I do some old things. I do some old
Music?
SCTV things. A few things. I do some old stand-ups. I did Connie Francis, the world's most depressing singer. You remember that? I'm losing my hearing. I lost sight in one eye. I'm sorry I can't hear you. Did you really say goodbye? Mama! And then Dear Gandhi, you remember from Evita? You remember?
Yeah, you have a great voice. You have a great voice.
Stand back, Raoul Pundi. Because you're gonna get what you're gonna get to me just a little touches of quality. I oh, for God's sake. He is so great. He rehearses.
But you know, you're just a tiny little thing, and you have a hugely powerful voice.
Oh, well, listen to this one then. Ethel Merman in
Oh,
For
look
Lovers
out.
Only. Ethel Merman. Listen! Do you want to know a secret? Killing me softly with his song. Killing me softly.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah.
And you're doing Shakespeare now. Man, you can do everything, can't you? When does that begin?
Well, we're in previews right now. It begins next Thursday.
Are you nervous? Have you ever done Shakespeare
You know,
anywhere
I've
before?
never done Shakespeare. The most nerve-wracking thing was I thought that if I would go up on a line, I wouldn't be able to
You forgot
improvise
your
in
lines?
Shakespeare.
Yeah, you
because
could just
how do
cover
you
yourself,
know, well,
yeah.
you can't really do that.
No.
No. But luckily, they give out cliff notes or sort of synopsis at the front of the theater, so at any given moment, somebody from the audience can yell
Just
out.
scream
you know,
it right out
yeah,
at you.
You've forgotten my liege.
We got to do us one of them commercials you've heard so much about. We'll be right back here with Andrea Martin. Okay, we're out of time, Andrea. Thank you very much. My thanks to the Indigo Girls, Siskel and Ebert, tomorrow, Connie Chung, Phil Collins. Let's go say goodbye to the kids. Oh, good night, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, moms and dads, and kids of all ages, our first guest is one of the funniest Canadians we know. He starred in numerous motion pictures, and on May 20th, you can see him in a special 90-minute edition of the Martin Short Show. Do me a favor, please welcome Mr. Entertainment, Martin Short.
Thanks for remembering! Gee, but it's great to be home. I feel a song coming on. Everyone's smiling, I'm not sure why. Maybe 'cause I have no time. Gee, but it's great to be back in this state with my
Wow. Yes, sir. Now, we're getting somewhere.
No, this is show business.
Exactly.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
I might need it later.
All right, all right.
Won't you?
All right, thank you. That's very thoughtful of you. Martin. Gosh, look at you.
Look at you, Pappy.
Well,
You look fantastic.
thank you. Welcome back to the Ed Sullivan Theater. Let me just ask you, how are things going?
Things are going fantastically, but let me just say a few things about you.
Oh, please do.
You look unbelievable.
No, I don't.
You do.
No, I don't.
You look. You do. I don't know whether it's like spring is
Yeah,
bubbling
yeah.
within you. I don't know whether it's the cybernetics
I'm
or the
feeling-
Kathy Smith yoga tape. What is it? Is
I'm
it the
feeling a little
tumescent
relaxed
liposuction?
tonight.
Is
No,
that
it's
it?
not the liposuction.
It isn't?
No.
I'm telling you, you look so damn boyish. When I walked in here, I thought from the back, I thought it was K.D. Lang. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. How good.
Listen, before we put you through your paces, because,
Surely.
you know, you're here to entertain. Make no mistake about it. First,
Oh, what was that? What was that?
well, it's just a
Reading from the
warm-up.
blind?
You're just getting warmed up, buddy. First of all,
Yeah.
tell us an anecdote from your true life, from your own private life. You and the family. I know for a fact, recently, you were in Las Vegas, Nevada,
That's true.
the showbiz capital of the world.
That's very true. I took my children, my 3 children, for
It's a
the
great
first
place
time
for kids, isn't it?
to Vegas. Yes. It was unbelievable. We stayed at the Treasure Isle.
Ah.
You know, and we're checking in, and right away there's Don Rickles.
Oh, sure.
I don't, you know, he doesn't see me, but he's standing there talking. I say to the kids, I say to Oliver, you know, he's 9. There's Don Rickles. For some reason, it didn't hit. And
That's odd, isn't
I
it?
know, I didn't get it. I said, maybe you didn't hear me, Ollie. Don Rickles. And, but I passed, as I was passing him, I was just walking past him, I didn't want to bother him.
No,
He turned
of
to me
course
and
not.
went, Don turned to me and went, "1 hit! That's all you need! 1 hit!" Then he kept talking to the guy who was talking to him. But the whole weekend, the kids were the hip junior Rat Pack.
Oh, the Rat Pack. Now,
Yes.
who was in the original Rat Pack?
Oh, that
Frank
was
Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra. That was Oliver.
Peter Lawford.
He was Frank Jr.
Okay,
We made
yeah.
him Frank Jr. And my son Henry, who's 5, was Sammy Davis Jr. and Catherine was Shirley MacLaine. My
Oh,
daughter.
that's a nice-
See,
that's
it
a
was
nice
him,
script,
because she
yeah.
was the girl.
Of course,
She was
yeah.
taking notes for the book. But and we had the great time. They went to the arcades. We took them. We took them to see Siegfried and Roy.
Great act.
Well, unfortunately, they didn't do the Tigers that night. No, they were doing a special production of Love Letters. But still, I felt, Dave, that... no, it was unbelievable.
now
No,
get-
of course, the women in the chairs.
Yeah.
I love that. Even in the kids, they have these great arcades. But even in the arcades, you see the women with the...
Oh, the slot
with this-
machines, yeah.
That's mine, sir! If you try to sit down on the next one. That's mine too, sir! I'm working on all 3 of them. Thank you very much.
Now, before we do a commercial,
Yeah.
can you do a little something for us? Katharine Hepburn. A little Katharine Hepburn, you think?
What? What the hell are you going to London for?
Well-
I think it's an awfully pretty city. I don't know if it's a wise decision. I hope it is. Because I think you're good.
Oh, thank you,
I think
Katharine.
you're very
God
good.
bless you. I appreciate
love you.
it. Thank you. What's the show business?
Thank you.
We have to do a commercial. We'll be right back with Marty Short. Yes, sir. Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the big program. Martin Short is here. Juliana Margulies.
Letterman, ladies and gentlemen, of my nuts is this David Letterman. Right shot!
Have we started cooking yet? Has Pierre? Oh, he started the mussels. Boy, do those look good. And like it must be at least a dozen of them there. And before we go home tonight, somebody will, I'm sure, at least get a look at a mussel. There you go. What do you want to talk about? Boy, don't those look good. They came right out of the East River. Those babies are fresh. Those are East River mussels.
You mean the girl?
Yeah. Tell me, let's talk about something else. You want to tell another story? Tell the Liza Minnelli story. Can you tell us that one?
Oh, well, that's Vegas again.
That's all right.
That's a few years ago. That was, every 4 years, Paul Schaefer. You know Paul.
Your friend, our musical director, Paul Schaefer.
Fabulous Paul Schaefer.
Fellow Canadian, good friend.
Yeah. And Paul and I and Eugene Levy and Dave Thomas.
Eugene Levy, how's he
SCTV
doing?
Legend. He's great.
I think the world of him. He's very
Thank
funny.
you very much. In fact, he directed part of my show.
Oh, that's
It's on
great.
Sunday.
Good.
And but we go to Vegas, and one night we
Just for the guys.
just for the guys,
Right.
and we went to see Liza Minnelli. And
Miss Liza Minnelli.
Miss Liza Minnelli, thank you. and Liza was brilliant
Of course.
that night. I mean,
National
like
treasure.
a bell note,
Yep.
fantastic. And, at one point she was worked up so much like this, her arm actually flew right off and landed. A guy caught her like
Now, what
this.
is this? I don't know what that is. What is
Well,
this?
it's in show business, Dave. It's in my book. But it's,
I need all the pointers I can get.
It's a rev of emotion.
yeah.
And it
Energy.
makes, it brings
Love.
you to the moment
Yes, of
of the
course.
love and the
Yeah.
caring and the feeling and the good and the nice. So we were sitting there in the booth,
Yeah.
the 4 of us, and I had never met Liza Minnelli. And we were very excited. And at one point, she was handed something, and she went, "Oh, you're kidding. They're really up there? Oh, I'm so nervous." She was excited. She was referring to us. And we got, we tensed because it was Miss Liza Minnelli.
Now, what
So-
does this mean now? This is a special moment, right?
Well, I mean, who knew?
Yeah.
But one could only assume that she was going to introduce us. So she then introduced first Eugene Levy, a genius, an absolute terrific from SCTV, my favorite. And Eugene stood up, took a bow. Then she introduced Dave, took a bow. And then one of the greatest piano players in the whole wide world, Paul Schaefer.
Oh, very nice.
And then she got very solemn. She said, "There's someone else out there who's helped me through a lot of stuff. A lot of rough stuff. He's been there for me." And I leaned to Paul and I said, "I bet you any money she's talking about George Hamilton." I don't know why. It was just a hunch, because I knew they were friends. So I'm looking for George, Please welcome Martin Short.
Wow.
So I stood up. I was a little confused, and she said, "Pleasure to meet you." So now I was completely confused. I mean, I was...
It's a great story.
And Paul said, of course, don't you understand, Martin, that it was a love letter. It's a tribute.
It is
It's because
exactly,
you
it's a love
have
letter, yeah.
charmed her in your work. Of course, I didn't get it.
Now, we have here
Yes, sir.
some videotape of your show, your special.
No, wait a second. Am I nuts? You mean the show that's on May 20th?
May 20th, yes, somehow.
At 11:30 on that other network that starts with an N, ends with a C?
Yeah. Are they still in business? I'm not certain of that. But this is some videotape of your show, and tell the folks what it is. I understand it's very short. It's
Well, it's Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
I'm Forrest Gump, and he meets an interesting lady on the park bench.
All right, you want to tell them who this is?
I don't know.
I think you better tell them.
It's your mother.
Okay. Here we go. Martin Short, Forrest Gump, and my
Jan
mother.
Hooks
There we
as
go.
Mrs. Gump.
Call me Forrest Gump.
Good.
Well, I'm David Letterman's mother.
Oh, man, what a show. Martin Short, ladies and gentlemen. Do you have a song you can leave with? Anything. Anything. There's no business like shoving. There we go.
No people like show, people like no, people I know. Everything about it is appealing. Everything that people will love.
Thank you. It drowns out the ringing in my head. Ladies and gentlemen, our first guest is one of the funniest gentlemen we know. This man is currently reprising his role as Frunk in the big holiday film Father of the Bride Part 2. Please welcome our Canadian Santa, Martin Short. Hey, Marty, come on up. Marty.
Happy Yuletide! Happy Yuletide!
Marty, it's great to see you. Thank you very much for coming back to see us. Congratulations on the film, and happy holidays.
Well, thank you very much.
How
And
are things going?
Well, things are going unbelievably. But
Good.
let me just say a few things to you.
Please do.
Before we get, into the other
I understand.
stuff. Because I saw you at rehearsal, and I was stunned. You look fantastic.
Yeah, don't I? Oh, yeah.
It's unbelievable. It really is. You look super duper.
Thank you.
It's the Holly Jolly thing. It's the Antonio Banderas hair thing you're doing. It's the tie.
Everything. It all comes together.
What have you done? I thought it was a new cast member of Friends when I first saw him.
Oh, wow.
No, it's true.
Somebody pinch me.
Is it
I'm dreaming
melatonin?
No, I
Is
can't
it the
really.
new chin?
No, I just take care of myself. I watch. Is it the new chin?
Yeah. Have you had a little Mexican surgery there?
No,
you told me?
everything is just fine. Now let's talk a little bit about you. What are you up to? Are you enjoying the holidays? Your family here in town? What's going on?
I am filled with the magic of New York at Christmas. I am. It's true.
Thanks for remembering. But it's such a great, it's unbelievable
Yeah,
season.
it's one of the great times to be here, the holidays.
People are singing bells, silver bells, bells in the air, bells. Let's do a little, come on. Ding,
Bells,
dong,
bells, ding, dong, bells.
Bells, silver bells, bells, silver
ding,
bells.
dong.
See that nice?
Ding, dong. Ding, dong.
Bells, silver bells.
Ding, dong.
See? And that's called counterpart. It is. Because my first time I ever came to New York, when
How old were you?
I was 13 years of age.
Just a kid.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, not pretty much. That's a kid.
Oh, as a kid. And I came with my family. We stayed at the Astor Hotel, which is not there
great.
anymore.
No, it's gone now. Where'd they take it?
I don't know where they took it. But we saw all the shows.
Yeah.
It was Christmas time.
Oh, boy.
We saw Golden Boy with Sammy Davis. I wanna be with you. I was doing Billy Crystal. Sammy was great. And Sammy he broke up during the show, and he came out at the end during the. I gotta explain, so you cats don't go away feeling like you're out of something. It was great.
Yeah.
We saw Tony Bennett in the Latin Quarter.
He's the best.
We saw.
Come on.
What?
Come on, do a little Tony Bennett.
Well, you know, sometimes I wonder. I'm not always convinced if you'd like me to.
No, come on, of course. Get a hold of yourself.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Your golden smile. No, too high. Let me try a little lower. Your golden smile will shine for me.
Yeah.
Thank you. And that was in the lobby. He hadn't come
That
up
was
yet.
in the lobby.
That was in the lobby. He was excited. But then we went to Sardi's.
Oh, what a great place.
My favorite restaurant.
Yeah. Is that still open, Sardi's?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
My picture's hanging there.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, it's quite an honor. Because you yourself have graced one of the great stages of Broadway, haven't you?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
sure.
And I remember your opening night gift. It was so nice.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, sure.
And misunderstood, because often candygrams aren't appreciated the way they should be. Now, my picture, it's actually... My figure, they didn't quite capture me. It's more of a Karen Black thing. But if she works Broadway, then they can save the money. No, but you have to... But I was at Sardi's.
Yeah.
And more with Martin, so that doesn't inspire me.
Finish
Are
it
you
up.
serious?
Finish it up, yeah.
Well, no, it was just unbelievably exciting because I was a kid expecting, 13 with my family,
Dazzled,
looking around.
of course.
And I'm looking for celebrities everywhere I go.
Yeah.
The only one was Ann B. Davis for a long
that's
time.
something. Yeah, that's all right.
She was only Schultzy then.
Yeah,
'cause
well,
it was
sure.
yeah. But then Tony Randall walked in.
Oh, he's a great guy.
Sat down beside me. I heard him ordering.
Yeah.
I'd like some cottage cheese with pineapple, please. Very excited. I went up to him. Joan Crawford.
Oh, the great Joan Crawford.
I went up to her. She was very elegant. I was nervous.
Where did they take her?
She was sitting there. Well, she smiled at one point, and a hunk of makeup fell off, but she caught it and threw it right in the Waldorf salad, which I thought was nice.
Just a hunk, just chunked out of her face.
But I said to her, Miss Crawford, you are just, it's such a thrill to meet you. She said, thank you very much. I asked for some olives and didn't get them. Can you find out what the problem is? Thanks a lot.
But still, for a kid, it's a big thrill.
Well, the biggest thrill was when Jerry Lewis walked in.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Jerry Lewis was at Sardi's?
Jerry Lewis walked. And I kept saying, isn't this amazing? These are all the people I impersonate. Yeah. Talk about good fortune. Oh. But when I heard him go, hey, lady, I need another bit of ice, please. I got so happy.
Baby!
Now, we got to pause for a commercial, and we'll come back and continue.
I have so much more.
That's all right. We got plenty of time. Come on back,
Can I
kids.
stay?
Yeah. Let me see you do this. Let me see you do this.
Come rain, come shine. Hey, speaking of which, Frank Sinatra turned 80 years of age.
Wait a minute. Hang on just a second.
What?
Martin Short is here, ladies and gentlemen. Bev Tanner will be joining us. Why don't you hang around? You like baked stuff, Bev Tanner is like the queen of Crisco. She puts Crisco in everything and on everything.
Oh, I'd love to hang around and be part of that. Are you sure?
Okay. Now, I showed my gift there from George Burns earlier, and I understand you have a little memento that's very significant and important to the both of us, isn't
Frank Sinatra turned 80 years of age yesterday, and I'm wearing blue in honor of that.
In honor of old Blue Eyes.
Yeah.
They had the
By the way, that's unbelievable. Did you know his eyes were blue? I found this out coming in.
Really?
Yeah, because did you not once tell me that they were hazel, but he wore lenses?
No,
I remember. Yes,
no.
You told me that.
No.
Well, anyway,
Yeah.
I went to the auction and I bought this picture
Oh my God,
for you.
that takes us back,
And
doesn't
I
it?
think you remember the night.
Let me just see that. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And so when I saw that there for sale, I thought,
Yes, sir. Take a look at that. There's, of course, Frank. There's Marty. And there I am.
isn't that good? Yeah.
Can I have that?
It's for you, honey.
Frank looks steamed. You and I are enjoying a good laugh, apparently at Frank's expense.
Honest to God.
And Frank, hey, I don't get it. It ain't funny. What's going on?
Don't you talk about my son that way. Or whatever he was saying. Do you remember the night?
Of course I remember the night.
What was it?
It was the night that we had the photo taken.
I see.
Let's talk about the movie. This is great. You're Frank Frank, the wedding, the social organizer, planner.
The
Frank.
wedding coordinator, and this one is the Bobby coordinator.
Yeah. Oh, you're handling the baby.
Yes.
What can you tell us of Frank?
Well, Frank is he is the father of 3 and the mother of 2. Now, this is the other thing. No, he's a man. He's a great.
Other thing. Nothing. I just enjoyed that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He's a man of great style, Dave.
Yeah.
And if he saw you, he would love what you're doing because it's very elegant, very Eastern European.
Thank you.
And he's very filled with life, and he helps them prepare for their baby's suite that he builds for
exactly.
them.
Sure. Now, we have a film clip of the Father of the Bride Part 2. You know, Steve Martin was here a couple of weeks ago. What a terrific guy he is.
Oh, he's very, very good.
And great in the film, as are you. Now, tell the folks what we're going to see here.
Well, this is just a clip where,
Frank, right.
becomes someone who is almost a part of the family and helps both Diane Keaton and Kimberly Williams in the midst of their pregnancies.
All right, he's there for them for all manner of problem, turmoil, travail, what have you.
All right.
Yeah. Here we go, Martin Short, Frank in Father of the Bride Part 2.
Hello!
Marty!
Yes.
Marty!
Yes,
Marty,
Davey.
Marty,
yes,
Marty.
Pappy. My old friend Pappy.
Do us a favor.
Yes, sir.
Before you leave, although you can come back and bake. You want to come back and bake? Sure.
I thought you asked me to come back and bake.
But before you leave temporarily...
Okay.
Yeah. How about favoring us with a song?
Wow.
Yeah.
What does one do? You know, Dave, in my business or in our business, when a time of season lingers, it becomes an institution. You know, do you mind if I wander over?
Please do.
Yeah.
Interesting story. I was getting some plaque removed from teeth that had been bonded, which is not supposed to happen. But anyway, I got thinking about Christmas and how we must respect this time of year. We must embrace Lady Christmas. And if we do, you know what, Dave? I think she'll embrace us. Paul? You've got to treat Lady Christmas kindly. You've got to sprinkle her with myrrh. Then she'll light your tree and warm your Christmas balls. Thank you. Thank you very much. You've got to give to little children. Be generous of soul. And she'll jingle all your bells and deck your halls. So in closing, Mr. Letterman, here's a tip from an elf who knows. This frosty chick will warm you to your toes. Just remember, Christmas is a lady. Christmas is a lady. So don't hit her with bar humbug, or she's out of there, you big lug. And you'll kiss your lady bye-bye.
This next woman, you just met her a minute ago, Bev Tanner,
yes.
A wonderful woman. We've known her for,
Lovely
I guess,
lady.
like 5, 7, 8 years, and just terrific. And she's going to come out here and, with what you see in front of you, bake something absolutely magical for the holidays. You know, with Christmas right around the corner, we thought this would be the perfect time for another visit from the Mad Baker. So please join me in welcoming back the Queen of Crisco, Bev Tanner. Bev, come on out! You know, for just a brief moment there, we were square dancing, weren't we? Bev, how you doing?
Oh, Dave, I'm doing wonderful, and I have to tell you a few things.
Yeah, all
Hello,
right.
Marty.
Oh,
I
hello.
got you back there. We kissed already.
You gave me that kiss that I'll never forget.
Thank you. Okay.
Here we go.
Listen, you know, I have to tell you, Dave, sometimes I'm called on to speak because you made me a little bit famous back in Idaho.
Well,
I'm from Idaho, not
oh,
Utah.
Idaho. I said Utah. Well, forgive me.
No, my
Can you
mother
find
lives-
it in your heart to forgive me?
Listen, okay. My mother lives in Utah.
Oh, well, that's
and
the
she's
mistake.
94.
Oh, well.
And as long as she's alive, you know.
You have a coin for her. Get a coin for your mother. One of those George Burns coins.
Hello, I just want to tell you a
Hello.
couple of things. Okay, I want to tell you that sometimes I'm called on to talk in different places,
Of course,
you know,
sure.
for senior citizens.
Rotary
and then for
clubs,
junior,
Kiwanis, that kind of thing?
All right, and so I always want to look my best. So
And you always do.
Thank you. I asked my grandson, hello, everybody. Oh, you all look so young. Hello. You know, I asked my grandson if I should take my glasses off, you know, or if I should put them on.
I think leave them on.
And he said, well, you know what he said? He said, well, Grandma, you're just old either way.
Oh, no, you're not. You know, you're only as young as you bake.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, and I have to tell you that the noblest aim in life is to make people happy, and you win the prize. You make everybody happy. Okay.
That's absolutely true, Dave.
All right. Now listen.
And I'd just like to say one thing to you. This is the first day of the rest of your life. That's all I can think of. I've seen those posters, you know.
I'm glad you read those.
All right, let's bake something, Bev. Let's go nuts. Let's bake. Let's go crazy.
We only have 12 more days of Christmas.
All right.
And so out of these 12 days of Christmas, you have to get prepared. And this is the way you get prepared. Hello. At the Tanner house, this is a stocking.
A stocking.
I want you to help me. Would you
Yes, I'm here.
Peel all these bananas.
Peel those bananas, Marty.
At the Tanner,
All right.
At the Tanner house, we fill a stocking every year for all of our kids. And the first thing you do is put nuts in.
Nuts. Put the nuts in the stocking.
Okay, you have to hurry.
Oh,
okay.
look at that.
Look at that. Okay.
All right,
Then-
nuts.
then
We got nuts.
Then we always have an orange.
Put in an orange. Toss it in there, Bev. You betcha.
Okay. And then cold cereal.
Cold cereal. You know, not yet. Oh, I see. Put them there. What are you trying to screw this up or something? Here.
You always put cold
Put it in.
cereal.
Yeah, right.
Because this is Christmas breakfast at the Tanner house.
And then in the morning you wake up
then
and pour
at the
milk in your stocking,
Yes,
and you're all
and that
set.
is Christmas breakfast
Wow.
every morning
That's-
at the Tanner
that's-
place. Now listen.
What? Now, wait a minute. What do we do with the peeled
Okay,
bananas,
no,
Bev?
that's all
Huh?
right.
Okay, what do I do?
Stir this with all your heart.
What
Stir
happened
it.
with all your
Really
heart?
fast. Okay.
Yeah, don't,
hello.
don't do a half-ass
Dave,
job
hello.
with all your... What about the bananas, Bev?
Listen, Dave.
Yeah.
Don't rush, Bev.
Put strawberries in. We are making English trifle.
All right.
And it's wonderful.
There we go.
This is Kitty's recipe, but it's an old family tradition that we make English trifle because we were all born in England in my family. Okay?
Here, kitty,
now
kitty,
raspberries.
kitty, kitty,
Hello,
kitty.
hello.
Here, kitty. Raspberry, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Oh!
Oh, great. Okay. Now ice cream.
What about the bananas?
Put half of this ice cream in and stir it. Okay?
All right, into the stocking?
No, it's
Not into the stocking.
What are you doing? The girls are going to be here in a minute. The hell are you trying to pull? The girls are going
Okay. Now, Dave, if you'll break this up in pieces
All
like
right,
this.
what is
Okay?
it? The world's,
Break it up in
what is that?
pieces.
Little pieces.
Okay.
It's like a
And we have to
donut
put
or something,
bananas
right?
in.
All right, put in them
Oh,
bananas.
not like that.
What?
Oh,
I don't
sorry.
know. It'll be fine. We'll put it in a blender. It's just fine. Don't worry about it.
Hello.
Now, what's this goo here?
Tapioca pudding.
Tapioca pudding.
Tapioca pudding.
Tapioca pudding.
Hey!
Bananas.
Bananas! Time for the whipped cream?
Okay, yeah, whipped cream.
Whipped cream!
Oh, not on my head, you knucklehead! Why, it's all over me now!
Okay, now you put that down.
Put in the balls!
Oh, no!
And coconut.
A little coconut!
You got it all over me!
And cherry.
Maraschino cherry!
Okay. party as we have.
No, look at that. That's a beauty. Are you kidding me? Thank you very much, Bev. It's Bev Tanner, ladies and gentlemen. Dear Dave, how old is your eggnog? Just curious. Elise Ashuri, Silver Spring, Maryland. Excellent question, Elise, and what a coincidence, because tonight, right now, it's time to play How Old Is Your Eggnog? Here we go! All right. We have movie stars on tonight. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is our surprise celebrity guest to play How Old Is Your Eggnog? Come on in and say hello. Mr. Martin Short! Good to see you. Come up later and fill out the payroll form. Okay. All right. Okay, Marty, it's now that time. You know how we play the game. Go ahead, load up,
sure
taste
as heck
it,
do,
and then
Davey.
taste it. Tell us, how old is your eggnog? Here we go.
Right.
Okay.
I'd say that's about a year and a half, Dave.
A year and a half. All right, Stephanie, let's see the actual expiration date on the eggnog. There it is. And it's July 94. Yes, close enough. What do we have for him, Stephanie?
A brand new Dustbuster!
Good luck to you. Thank you for playing. How old is your eggnog? Easy. He'll be fine. He'll be just fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's close up the old CBS mailbag. Here we go. Close it up.
Letters. We get letters. We get sacks and sacks of letters.
We're going to do a commercial. We'll be right back here with Harrison Ford. I hope you have a happy Christmas. We'll be right back with Rosie O'Donnell.
For Christmas? Why, I'd love to hear Jerry Lewis sing my favorite Christmas carol. Silver bells, it's Christmas time in the city. Oh, boy, do I like when it shines bright. That's good.
That was tape, but it has stopped raining live, too. But that's a tape shot of it stopping raining. And that's the live shot. Hey, it's Rupert. He's stealing umbrellas. Attaboy, Rupert. Our first guest is simply one of the funniest men around. He has starred in numerous motion pictures and television programs, and we couldn't be happier. He's joining us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, our old friend, Martin Short. Marty, come on out.
difficult to know when to time that, what with the cheers and the love, and the caring, and
Welcome
the
back
feeling
to the
of
show.
good.
Welcome back to the Ed Sullivan Theater. By God, welcome back to Broadway. Thank you, Marty. Thank you very much for being here.
Were you talking to me?
Yes, I was.
Well, thanks, Dave. And let me just say something to you.
Yeah.
You, and I've said this before, and I'm sometimes afraid I'm going to come across phony. No, but listen to me. You look fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
No,
You look, no,
it's
no.
like, no.
Sure. You look great.
No.
No.
It's as if, no, and I'm serious. Listen, I know you're thinking and I'm lying, and I'm not. It's as if spring is dwelling within you. I mean, is it the cheek implants? What is it? You've got...
I went to Mexico and had an eye job.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Because I saw the monologue and I thought, oh my God, David Schwimmer is guest hosting? I mean, I was totally
Yes,
thrown.
sir.
I'm okay now.
Last night, of course, the big Tonys. Were you at the Tony Awards last night?
What was that?
I don't know. It's Paul. Raised by sea lions. That's right. Yeah,
Paul Schaefer, one of the fabulous musicians. Hi, Paul. Good to see you. Thank you.
Nice me. No, really.
Thank you. No, it's good. Nice me.
So did you go to the Tonys last night?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
no, I didn't. No.
You've been there, but you were nominated,
I
right?
was nominated 3 years ago.
For My Gal Tuesday.
Thank you.
What was it?
No,
it was something in the
no,
park.
it was My Gal Tuesday. You're right. You're right, because I keep forgetting, which night did you see that show? I know...
I came opening night.
You came opening night. I loved the candygram you sent. No, it was called The Goodbye Girl. The Goodbye Girl. I was nominated and lost to some jerk.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. It was to the... No, Brent Carver, very talented fellow.
Yeah.
But then the next year...
Right.
I was asked to present. And I had a joke.
Well, sure. You got to have a joke.
Well, you had a joke.
Yeah.
And it was, it was like a little esoteric, because I'm a kind of play the late night and kind of...
Why not?
That's a prime time. So my joke was, but I wasn't sure of it. And so my joke was, and understandably, because I bombed completely with this joke. My joke was this. Bernadette Peters and I, the fabulously beautiful Bernadette Peters and I, came out on stage. And I said to Bernadette, hey, Bernadette, it just dawned on me, I haven't worn this tuxedo since last year's Tonys. Right. And she said, how do you know? And I said, because I just found Sally Kirkland's phone number in the pocket. Okay, now, no one knows. It's just
Deja vu.
Yeah. No, this is the idea.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't end here.
No,
I'm no nobody's fool.
yeah.
I wouldn't go out with this material twice.
I don't know that I get the joke.
I don't think I get the joke. And that was the problem. And I was trying it out on different people backstage, and Tony Randall was presenting. I said, Tony, what do you think of this line? Is it good? Is it strange? And I told him, he said, Martin, I think it is too inside. What if you say, you reached into your pocket and put out Carol Channing's brassiere? And I said, no, I don't want to do that, Tony. See? Hey.
You never know.
I didn't say Tony wasn't more gifted. George Abbott, a 107-year-old producer, director, was there. Yeah. I said, George, what do you think? I pitched the line to him. He went, and I foolishly assumed that he thought it was pretty good.
You the green light, ready to go.
I think, in retrospect, he was asking for water. And then Robin Williams was there.
Robin Williams was there?
Yes, he was. And I asked Robin, but he never really gave me an answer, because he went, oh, Sally Kirkland. I said, Sally Struthers. Oh, Sally Struthers is wonderful. Oh, Sally Struthers. Oh, meathead. Sally, put down that meathead. That's not a luncheon meat, it's a character. Oh, tough. That body. Anyway, I went out, completely bombed. Nothing.
Yes.
Did the joke, silence.
I know that experience.
And I just
well.
looked down. The only person I saw was Joan Rivers in the second row mouthing the word, why?
She's mouthing why the joke, or why didn't they get it?
No, why would you do the joke?
I see.
What does it mean?
Yeah, what does it mean?
It means that Sally Kirkland and I had a
tryst.
What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what it means.
Did you used to be blonde, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
No, this is for a movie.
No, it's for a movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
But... I don't know, I change my hair every day, when I buy a new suit.
I didn't know.
I
thought you used to be
how
like
many
blonde.
guys do you know?
More sandy blonde hair than that,
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
You know what? After 15 years of knowing you, I'm glad you're noticing.
I'll tell you what, we got to do a commercial, and then I'm just hoping, I'm keeping my fingers crossed with the rest of North America that maybe we can get a song out of you.
I normally... Oh, my
That was a live shot of the clouds blowing across Manhattan. Look at that, man. That's some. Look at those folks. They know there's trouble. Look at them dancing around there in the dock. That's a live shot, ladies and gentlemen.
I saw that coming.
Martin Short is here.
Hey,
Jimmy Vassar
I like him.
and Brian. You know, I think this is great. I wish the hell I could do this. I know this about you. You and your family, probably not so very far from now, not so long from now, are going to Canada. You have an island in Canada.
Yeah.
You're going to spend the summer on your Canadian island.
We don't have an island, really.
I thought you had an island.
No, well, I said that once to one of the segment producers a few years ago because it helped my story.
Yeah,
but I don't. It was a lie.
Oh, you don't really have an island?
No, I don't have an island.
Man.
But you know, it's the world of show business. But I do have an on Golden Pond type place up there, and it's beautiful. Loons.
Is it a lodge?
No, it's quite a large little place, Dave. I've done very well, and I've saved. And I was left money, and you combine that at my age, and you've got quite a little nest egg, Davey.
Oh, good for you. Yeah. Congratulations.
But, you know, this is the place where the former owner was friends with the royal family, and Fergie and Prince Andrew honeymooned there.
No.
Yes.
In your house?
Yeah.
No, really?
I swear to God. No, so that in fact, I found a royal thong with the Union. No. No, it's true. And evidently, she was not too happy. She didn't quite get into it, you know. Because, you know, I don't like the bugs, I don't. You know, when she first got there.
That's how she talks like
that.
That's the way she talks that way?
I got crickets in me flip-flops, I do. She's a woman from the country.
I see.
And Princess Margaret used to go up there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She'd have about 9 highballs by lunch. So you're the new lawn-cutting boy, are you?
Lights out.
Yeah. Oh, it's a fabulous place.
Well, I hope you have a great summer.
Well, thank you.
Now, a song, Marty? May we prevail on you for a song? Is that possible?
You know,
Wow.
it's funny, Dave. I wouldn't mind doing a little piece, but would they like me to?
Yes.
You know, should I do it here or over there?
No, don't do it here.
I can do it to you.
No,
No, all right.
Do it over there.
Well, I'll do it over there.
Yeah,
then.
we got plenty of room over there.
You know, Dave, in my business, or in our business.
Yeah, thank you.
When an institution like the Tony Awards happen every year, you got to be moved. And you know, it was funny watching them last night. I was reminded of the first time I met you many moon ago.
Right.
You were appearing in that Cole Porter review, Cold Cuts, and I remember you killing with the big 10:30 number. I happen to like New York, with that big brassy baritone of yours. And so on the way over here in the cab, I had some time. There was traffic, so I wrote a song. A kind of a tribute to the Tony Awards and to how I feel, and I think you do, about Broadway.
God bless you.
God bless you. Paul? She loves me, and my amazement, I love her. What the heck does that mean? Ha! She loves me, though she doesn't show it. Why should she when she doesn't know it? Yesterday she hates me, ha! Now today she loves me, bah! And tomorrow, no, tomorrow, I'm tingling, such delicious tingling. I'm trembling. What the heck does that mean? I'm freezing. That's because it's cold out. But still, I'm incandescent and like some adolescent. I like a sprawl on every wall I see. She loves me. She loves. Wish me luck in the top note, Pappy. Thank you.
Very, very nice.
I didn't lose any dignity, did I?
Have a wonderful summer.
God bless you.
Marty Short, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, we're just talking to New York City area kids about Thanksgiving, and I wasn't paying very close attention. Did it seem to you, Paul, like one of the kids had a full beard? Did it seem to you that there was one giant kid in there with a very deep voice and a full beard?
something weird, yeah.
8 years old. That's
No
all it is.
kidding.
8 years old, yeah.
Would never think.
Kids are maturing much
Never
more quickly today than when you and I were growing up.
Awesome.
Am I right on that one?
Man, awesome.
And I was talking to a friend of mine down at the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration down in there in Washington, D.C., and you know what it is, this turkey? The turkey contains something called tryptophan. Tryptophan.
Yeah.
And that's what makes you drowsy after a big Thanksgiving meal. But what you don't know, it's more addictive than heroin.
No kidding.
The tryptophan, so be very, very careful, because the next thing you know, you'll be eating 5-6 turkeys a day. Let's get on with the big show, ladies and gentlemen. Our first guest is more proof that Canada is the world's hotbed of comedy. This man stars in the big new film Mars Attacks, which opens December 13th. Here he is, Mr. Show Business, Martin Short.
Thank you. That is unbelievable. You set them up.
No,
is this candid camera?
They love you. They love you, and they're happy to see you. Well, we're all happy to see you.
I have my own theory, but what do you think it is?
I think it's just because I think you are a show business gem.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, let me say a few things about you,
Oh, no,
Mr.
come on.
I am a
No,
show
no.
business gem, because I'm telling you, you look fantastic.
No,
Isn't
no,
it?
no, it's not.
Look at this. What is it? You have a there's an entire Noah Wiley quality
I don't
about
know,
you.
I
Yeah,
don't think so.
No,
No.
I mean, I looked at you. Is it the DHEA? What is it?
Is it the DHEA?
What's the new hip LA thing?
I don't know what that
Have you
is.
had a rib removed? No. What is it? I don't understand. Is it the new chin? You Hindi?
No.
I know. Truthfully, I was at, and I wouldn't lie. I was at rehearsal today,
Right.
and I said, "Excuse me, I didn't know Leo DiCaprio was guest hosting."
Ah!
No, it's true.
Yeah.
I said hello. 'Cause I'm just getting into saying hello. I know it's been around for a
You're
while.
coming to that late, then,
Well,
are you?
it's funny though. Hello.
I've never
to
tried it.
Marty.
Yeah.
You know, I'm doing
That's
that
good.
stuff.
Hello. I'll try that, Diva.
Hello. Now, you could be a new cast member of Party at 5. I'm telling you, you
stop
look
it. Seriously.
fantastic.
Now, Marty, let's talk a little bit about Thanksgiving, because I know from my good friend Paul, also a Canadian, that the Canadian Thanksgiving is celebrated earlier. You've already had it.
We had it August 10th.
It's celebrated earlier because the harvest takes place earlier in Canada,
Yes.
traditionally.
No, it's in October.
October,
It's
yeah.
October. Christmas, though, is in June. We have all the different dates. June 21st. And I always know that because it's 1 week after Halloween.
Oh, yes. That's good.
No, it's a fantastic time, and you are filled with the Thanksgiving spirit.
I love Thanksgiving. Now, you were telling me earlier that there's one difference between Canadian Thanksgiving and American Thanksgiving.
We stuff the dressing through the beak.
Yeah, that's right.
the only difference. Other than that, it's exactly the way you have it done in your land of
other than
U.S.
that,
of A.
it's the same. I didn't realize that, yeah.
Absolutely the same. Of course, you keep in mind this is the country that has 8 football teams, 2 called Rough Riders. So there are certain things.
Now, you have is it the Toronto Argonauts? No, who's the...
You have the Ottawa Rough Riders.
And the Hamilton Rough Riders.
And the Saskatchewan Rough Riders. Oh, don't laugh, Mr. Smug.
So it would be like in baseball having the New York Yankees and the Pittsburgh Yankees.
Yeah, but if you only had 8 teams.
It's like, we're out of names.
Yeah.
We don't know.
So you can be passing the television in Canada and hear Rough Riders 28, Rough Riders 7. And somehow you know. You'll say to yourself, oh, I'm like real happy for the Rough Riders, but I like feel badly for the Rough Riders.
It's a tough day to be a Rough Riders fan. Yeah, that's silly, isn't it? But it's great to be here in New York this time.
I love New York.
It's the
you know,
best.
it's my favorite city in the world.
Yeah.
And do you know that I was, and we've never talked about, I was actually at the age of 15, my first trip with my parents to New York, and I came and saw. Are you stifling a yawn?
No. No, come on. I'll knock you silly. I'm trying to give you support and help communicating it through my countenance. This is rapt attention.
Well, there's rapt attention. There's this.
You know, the last thing I could ever do around you was get sleepy or doze off or yawn.
I didn't know if you'd had turkey.
No, I'm hanging on your every breath.
So, when I was 15 years of age, I came to New York with my family, and we came to the Ed Sullivan Show and saw an Ed Sullivan show.
Yeah, so that for a kid, that must have been a dream.
It was well.
Who was on the show that night, do you remember?
How about everyone? Hello. Earth to Dave. How about Betty Davis was the first guest out.
Betty Davis.
Yeah, she did the plate thing. She kept saying, look how high they are. They're so very high. I hope they don't fall down. It was very impressive to see her move like that, you know.
Betty had some circus blood in her.
Oh, it was unbelievable. It was very exciting. Sammy Davis was on.
Oh, the great.
I want to be with you. What a voice. He was doing Golden Boy at the time. Gregory Peck read from the Bible.
No, Gregory Peck.
Yes, he did.
Wow.
Oh, I'm going to lie. Yeah, he said, I remember he said, and then Jesus said to the Jews, do your duty. See, you didn't know I did Gregory Peck, did you?
Sure. No, I knew that.
You're still not sure.
No, I'm positive.
And
we're on the same team here.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like the Rough Riders are playing the Rough Riders. We are the Rough Riders.
Hey,
all right?
All right. And then, of course, the best, though, which was an absolute true moment, was that at one point, you know, Sullivan, who was the great character of all time, he decided to book that Richard Burton had given Elizabeth Taylor the Cartier
I remember
diamond.
this. I actually remember this. And so they were going to have that jewel on the show.
He books the diamond. So first of all, he says, now, can we first go? And they go to a clip from the press conference of Burton, you know, kind of half drunk, saying, Elizabeth, I give you this ring of love. And she goes, oh, that is one hell of a bauble, Bob. You know, and she holds it up. And so then it cut back, and he booked.
It's the size of a doorknob, this diamond,
It was
right?
this. It was this. It was
exactly.
unbelievable. And her hand, oh, she fell. Richard, I've hurt my knee. Larry! She was calling for Larry. Who knew?
We dated Larry by about 30 years.
My knees are bloody! So anyway, and then they cut back to Ed, and he says,
live in the theater.
now, please welcome the actual Cartier diamond. And they brought like, 2 security guards wheeled out, and they're standing in security guard outfits. And he said, the Cartier diamond. And clearly you already know this is going nowhere. Because, and then they take the lid off like it's, like it's an omelet, and there's the diamond. And it's finally, you know, television, and it's just kind of, and he's booked too many minutes. He's saying, now, the Cartier diamond. And then he turns to the security guard and says, what do you do? And he says, I'm security guard. The Cartier diamond. That was it. You know, it was just... Then they brought Betty back out to plates. I'm going to drop it if I'm not careful. You know.
You're going to be hosting Saturday Night Live?
Yes, I
am. For the
am.
first time since you left the cast.
That's true.
Oh, I find that surprising that you haven't done it before now.
Well,
you
know,
excited
shy.
about it? Yeah, well, sure.
Very shy.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about it. You know, I'm going through my old list of characters. You know.
Oh yeah. Ed Grimley.
Well, possibly.
Yeah.
Yes, possibly old Eddie. And of course our old friend Irving Cohen, the legendary 100-year-old songwriter.
Sure, yeah.
Give me a C,
look
a
out.
bouncy C. David Letterman, you're quite a guy. I see you stand about oh so high. You do the jokes and that's a good thing. But you don't work blue and that's also good. Dot, 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 dee, 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 or whatever the hell else you want to do.
Hey! Thank you, Irving. Oh! It's official now. You're doing
I'm in
shtick.
comedy.
That's right. Marty, let's talk about the movie Mars Surrenders. That's not it, is it? Mars Attacks. What is it? It's one of the two.
No, why don't you yawn again? No, to the Sullivan story. It's called Mars Attacks.
Mars Attacks,
Dave.
exactly.
Mars Attacks.
You
and
play
it's
the
sneaking
president's.
all over the country this
You play
weekend.
the president's aide, press aide, top
I
advisor.
played Jerry Ross,
Yeah.
press secretary to the President of the United States, Jack Nicholson.
Martians Come Down, Jack Nicholson. Oh my God, you
Yeah.
worked with Jack Nicholson. Was
Jack
that
Nicholson,
fun?
everyone's in it. Shields from Shields and Yarnell. It is the biggest. Oh, you name it. Kay Stevens. They're all there, Dave.
Captain from
Captain
and
Neil, yeah. No, it's an unbelievable cow.
Yeah. All right. So, but let's take a look at it. But what was it like working with Jack Nicholson? That must have been great, huh?
Jack was unbelievable.
Did he like you, or did he just think you're a punk?
No, he liked me. I mean, he faked it. He never copped the name right. Hi, boss. You know, but, you know,
it's all right.
Give me a call sheet, Marty. No, he was nice. One day I had to, you know, Martians attacked the Earth. You see?
Oh, yeah, I understand.
In what did you call it?
I said Mars Surrenders, but
there
it's
you go.
Mars Attacks. Yeah.
And at one point, I have to come in as his press secretary and say, Mr. President, I've gotten a cable from the Martians, and they feel badly about blowing up Congress, and they would like to apologize.
Oh, that's nice.
So, and he's sitting there, he's supposed to be drinking, you know, he goes like this. Gentlemen of the prop department, this is apple juice. Were it bourbon, this would be a much better scene. Very cool. He was exactly like you wanted him to be, Jack Nicholson.
Good. Now, we have a clip here of the film.
Yes, Jerry Ross.
And this is, I believe, you and a Martian. You and a Martian.
Me and a Martian, the fabulous and beautiful Lisa Marie.
You're a guy who picks up women all the time, and you've picked up by mistake, inadvertently, unknowingly, unwittingly, you've picked up, I'm a human thesaurus, thank you.
Really?
You've picked up a Martian, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I'm taking her back to the private room in the White House no one knows about called the Kennedy Room.
Kennedy Room, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Mars Attacks.
Hey, Midge, it's me.
Gentlemen, Mars Surrenders.
Not Mars Surrenders. Mars Attacks.
There's like Harrison Ford in that.
Yeah.
You're a good-looking kid.
Oh, thank you very much, Dave. You, of course.
No, stop it. It opens all across the country this weekend?
Well, it sneaks all across the country this weekend, and it opens December 13th.
If we have time later in the show, come back and sing a song. I'm sorry.
Well, maybe about
Martin
Thanksgiving?
Short, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, my thanks to Rita Wilson, Scott Bryan, Martin Short, and the Thanksgiving kids. Have a lovely Thanksgiving. And now a special treat for the holiday. Marty?
Oh, Dave!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Dave, you know, Rita, at this Thanksgiving time, it is a time of remembrance. And I often feel, Pappy, that if you and I and Rita, if we embrace Lady Thanksgiving tightly, maybe she'll embrace us back.
Oh, let's keep our fingers crossed.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, stupid emotions. Paul, you've got to treat Lady Thanksgiving kindly. You've got to give her your respect. Then she'll stuff your bird like no chick ever has. Thank you. You have to pick her lots of pumpkins. Perhaps a cranberry or two. Then she'll husk your harvest stock with fine pizzazz. So in closing, Mr. Letterman, here's a tip from a turkey who knows. Aww. This dame will get you off down to your toes. Just remember, Thanksgiving is a lady. Thanksgiving is a lady. So don't gobble all her white meat, or you're out of there, you deadbeat. And you'll kiss your lady bye-bye.
better. That wasn't so long.
Regular length.
Yeah, I like that, sure. Our first guest, one of the funniest men on the planet. He currently stars in the #1 new film in the country, Jungle to Jungle. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Mr. Entertainment, Martin Short. Marty. Good to see. Oh my God! Nice to have you here, buddy.
This is a madhouse.
Yeah, it's fun. Nice to have you with us.
Oh,
it's
Dave.
always great to have you back. Thank you very much for being here, Marty.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Anytime.
I am so thrilled to be here. And let me say something to you.
Yeah.
You look unbelievably well.
No, just don't.
You look
No.
fantastic.
No, it's
No, you do. You really do. You have a whole. No, I swear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I'm gonna lie. No, you have a whole Jared Leto quality. I don't know what it is.
I don't even know what
No,
that
no.
is.
Is it the cybernetics? Is
Yeah, it is.
Is it Afro size? Are you training with Radu? I'm telling you. Is it the porcelain veneers? Have you had a rib removed? There's a glow.
I just love entertaining America.
Well, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You are looking so much like Johnny Depp. I thought you were Skeet Ulrich. You could be the new love interest in Suddenly Susan. That's all I have to say.
I didn't realize this until a couple of days ago. You're in town now doing more musical theater.
Yes, I'm doing Promises, Promises.
Attaboy.
At the City Center Encore Series. It opens this Thursday. Nothing.
I know.
What's that about?
I know.
Yeah. It's Neil Simon. It's Christine Baranski, Eugene Levy.
Oh, is that right?
Carrie O'Malley.
This will be a great show.
Carrie Mann.
And this is a limited run. Is that what it is?
Yes, it's 5 concerts. 5 concerts.
Yeah.
But it's I'm a Broadway baby.
How did you get the gig?
Well, there was a form. And I was invited. I have some credibility. I've done Broadway before.
I know that, sure.
Now, which night are you coming?
I'll be there first night. I'll be there first night. You know I'm going to be there first night. I am Mr. First Night.
Yes, you are. I'm so excited to have you. I love, to see you, to get your energy.
Yeah.
To get your energy, because that's going to keep me going in case I get scared.
No, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in a complete bomb?
Oh, yes. No, I've been in many bombs, as you know. I don't know if you've seen my reel. But it's been a series of disasters. But on stage, the biggest failure I think I've ever had was I was in Fortune and Men's Eyes in 1974 in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. I was stretching. And
Fortune in Men's Eyes?
And Men's Eyes. And it's a prison play.
Well, of course it is.
Yeah. And there's a lot of angst. There's a lot of anxiety. And I was disastrously bad in it. I had no character. I was kind of doing like a tough guy.
Yeah.
I'd hold my cigarette like that, and I was like kind of Leo Gorcey. Hey, what's all that noise going?
It was just awful. It was unbelievable. So bad that I would forget my words all the time because I knew that I was being judged and people disliked me. The reviews...
What does that mean?
Well, it was just because I knew that everyone... I could hear the whispering. Oh, isn't he bad? He's so bad. How can he be so bad?
That happens to me every night.
No,
right
it
here.
doesn't. No, see, that's in your head, but this was really happening. One reviewer said, not only is he unconvincing as Rocky, he's unconvincing as a male. Now, I think that's mean. I think it's way too far.
That's harsh.
And interesting enough, a young Leonard Maltin was working for the Hamilton Spectator at the time, and even he, generous of spirit, reviewed Fortune in Men's Eyes. He said, parts of Fortune in Men's Eyes I really liked, and other parts I didn't like at all. Now, But
it makes you wonder then.
It was an avant-garde kind of
Must
performance.
have been very exciting for a performer.
Well, what the director had, he wanted all the actors to be in their underwear from 7:30 to 8. So as the audience...
From 7:30 to 8?
Yeah. Well, as the audience was being let in, you see, we would be in our underwear, and we'd be pacing. We'd be pacing around in our cell, and people would be, coming in, and they'd be putting their bags down and getting ready. We'd be in our character pacing underwear, bad, too tight and everything. And so Paul Schaefer...
Your friend Paul Schaefer from Canada.
1974, and Paul comes in from Toronto. And
I don't talk like that. I don't talk like that.
He comes in from Toronto. He comes in with Eugene Levy and Gilda Rad, a whole bunch of cronies, as you like to say, from that group. And so he comes up, and the main reason they're coming is they want to go to this restaurant, Shakespeare restaurant. They don't care about me stretching on stage.
They're just there for dinner later.
Dinner later. Yeah. And so I'm pacing on stage, very self-conscious, again, bad underwear, and I'm bad in the play. And I see Paul coming up to the side of the stage like this, and I'm ignoring him. I'm totally ignoring him. I'm saying, I'm killing one.
he goes, Marty, psst, Marty. I'm ignoring him. Shakespeare's is closed. I wink if Bavarian's restaurant will be a good second. What do you think?
Completely destroyed the moment, but it was bad. It was bad.
Is that true,
All
Paul?
true, absolutely true. Yeah.
It's a totally true story.
How was the play?
It was very convincing, and Marty was convincing as a man.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Convincing in his shorts, then, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Good underwear, too.
Now, fast forward, as they say. I don't know who says that.
Wow.
Jungle to Jungle. The big new #1 box office blockbuster. You, Tim Allen.
Yes,
Yeah.
Lilita Davidovich. And it's doing very well.
You want to show a clip? Let's show a clip.
Well, this is, jungle to jungle.
What does that mean? It's a
one-
concept. It's fish out of water. That's what it is.
But one jungle is Venezuela.
Yeah.
And the other jungle is New York City.
Oh, my God. Look at the irony.
Do you see what I'm saying? And now in Venezuela, we shot in Caracas, which is an unusual town.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. Although Siegfried and Roy were performing there. I told you that, didn't I? But not their usual act.
mentioned that to me.
Not their usual act. They were doing a special presentation of love letters. Back to the theater again. But anyway, and then in the jungle, so in this clip, I am there with my family. And I'm very upset because this little jungle boy, Tim Allen, has found out that he has a son. He brings him from Venezuela to the city, and he's staying with me, and he's caused
You're an
havoc.
investment banker, you're a stockbroker, you're something like that?
And, and this young son has caused direct havoc in my life.
Film's big, isn't it?
Huge.
Here we go.
Huge.
Jungle to Jungle, Martin Short.
Huge.
Attaboy.
Jungle, Tim Allen.
Attaboy. Your opening, when is the big opening of the musical Promises?
Thursday night, Promises,
Thursday night,
City
once
Center.
again, back in the heart of the theater scene here in New York City. Do us a favor, if you can, favor us with a big blockbuster Broadway number.
Well, I'd love to do a song, Dave, but do they want me to?
It's funny. Broadway, as they say. You have to put the emphasis on the way.
I know you do, yeah.
When people don't, you say, hello, novice. But should I sing it right here to you?
No, whatever you do.
Can.
No, don't. Oh, God. Now what?
Or I could wander.
Yeah, why don't you go
Are you
center
sure?
stage? Yes, so the audience can get a good look at you.
Okay, well,
There
all
you
right.
go.
Dave, in my business, or in our business, when a show lasts for many, many years, it becomes a true legendary show. Promises, of course, written Burt Bacharach, Neil Simon, Hal David. And it reminds me, Pappy, of the times when I first met you, because years ago when we met, around the time Promises hit Broadway the first time, you were doing more of your musical stuff. You were doing, I remember I came in and you were doing that whole songs that weren't nominated medley, which is killed. And
Damn good.
but anyway, it got me thinking. It got me thinking about how amazing the songs can bring a message.
Right, sure.
Listen to the words, Pappy.
Okay. All right, I will.
And remember, I'm doing them in a way for you. Oh, what am I crying for? Stupid emotions. Okay, Paul. Promises, promises, I'm all through with promises, promises now. I don't know how I got the nerve to walk out. If I shout, remember, I feel free now. I can look at myself and be proud. I'm laughing out loud. Oh, promises, that kind of promises can just destroy your life. Oh, promises, those kind of promises take all the joy from life. Oh, promises, promises, my kind of promises can lead to joy and hope and love. Yes, love.
Ladies and gentlemen, attaboy Marty! We'll be right back with Lorenz Tate. Martin Short. Our first guest tonight is one of the funniest Canadians we know and was kind enough to cross the border to celebrate Independence Day with us here tonight. His new film, A Simple Wish, opens July 11th. Here he is, Mr. Entertainment, Martin Short. Marty!
How are you today?
Thank you very much for being here. Welcome to the Ed Sullivan Theater. Welcome back. Nice to see you. Happy 4th of July, although it doesn't mean anything to you.
No, it does. And let me just say
thank
you very much for your kind words. But I've got to say something else to you. Because I'm stunned
What's the
by what
matter?
I'm looking at.
No,
you look fantastic.
Really?
Yes, you do. No, really. And, I sometimes get nervous because I'm always afraid that I'm going to be perceived as insincere. But, no, it's true. But, I looked at you and went, hello, is that Dave? I mean, there's a whole Matthew McConaughey thing about you.
Really?
It's true.
Well, thank you for noticing.
Is it the butt buster? What are you
No,
doing?
it's not the butt buster.
Yeah,
No, it's not the butt
Is it soy milk? Have you been to summer camp?
No.
You look like you're the youngest brother in Hanson. I swear to you. I was at rehearsal. I said to Paul today. I was at rehearsal, and I looked and I said, hello? What is Jonathan Taylor Thomas guest hosting for? Where's Dave? And here you are. So obviously, July 4th brings a joy to your face.
Thank you very much.
I'm thrilled to be here.
You're sweet for noticing, and it's. I went to Belgium, had an eye job.
Yes, really.
And some collagen. But other than that, it's the same old me.
Well, I'm telling you,
Marty, now,
congratulations.
wait a minute. I would be remiss if I didn't point something out. Not only is it the 4th of July, I believe you can't pick up a copy of Variety without seeing it splashed all over that magazine. It's the 25th anniversary of your show business career.
That is true. Absolutely true. The 4th of July, I got my first job in Godspell with Paul. Paul and I appeared in Godspell together for a year. And it's been quite a career.
Yeah?
25 years.
I would say so, yes, sir.
Yes. And also, on the same day that I got Godspell, I got my first variety television show on CBC.
Oh.
It was called Right On. And it was, you remember that? No, it was a rock and roll show at 5 p.m. on CBC, Wednesdays.
Right.
Live. And I had long hair, but no funk. And I would come out and sing
I'm sorry, long hair, but...
No funk.
No funk, I see.
This is a new word for you, funk. No, they're using it on the streets. You go everywhere. No. I would come out, and I'd sing songs like, but like Frank. But I shot the sheriff. However, I did not shoot the deputy. Ding dong, ding dong. It was just hideous.
Wednesday afternoons,
Wednesday at 5, live. And I would, I did everything commercials and everything, the normal thing.
Right.
I once went to a commercial audition. I thought it would be a gimmick, because there were a lot of people.
You got to have a gimmick.
I had a lot of people in the waiting room. So I took my 8x10, my resume.
Your little headshot.
And I took a black magic marker. I drew a mustache and a beard on the 8x10, sent it in, and then put a mustache and beard on my own face.
With a magic marker as well?
Yeah. Walked into the audition, they went, do you know the copy? Nothing. I just
But, that's funk, right? There's some funk there, isn't there?
So you're going to attack me because I've used a word that has been used in the streets for 25 years.
No. Now, Marty, as long as we're going down memory lane, tell us what this does for you. What is that? What's happening there, buddy? What a cute kid.
That's me at 10 years of age.
10 years old, young Marty Short.
Yeah, yeah, that was me at we go to the lake each summer.
Yeah.
We visit the loons and watch them fly away.
And I was doing that even since, 1978, I guess, when I was 10.
It looks like you're worried about being pecked by the loons.
Yeah, that was the beginning of a pretty hefty weight problem.
Now, you have, I find that hard to believe, but you now have kids about this age here, don't you?
Yes, I have a 13-year-old, a 7-year-old, and I'm pushing them into show business.
Do they want to go into show business?
No, they don't want to go to show business. But I'm trying to build a comedy dynasty, because since Ed Wynn and his father or the other way around. You know what I mean, though?
I don't, not really.
Well, Lionel Wynn. Or
Lionel Wynn.
Terry
right,
Wynn.
yeah.
I don't know, the Wynn family. But the point is, I've taught Catherine how to do the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, impressions, great.
Yeah, because that will sell.
Sure.
Especially, if the mustache bit doesn't work, if they've done that, because I've taught them that,
Is she
too.
good at it? How does that go?
Well, it's just as simple. Gee, if I only had a heart. It's simple words like that, not complicated. My son Oliver, I taught him Dustin Hoffman. Come on, man.
Yeah.
So that when friends are over, I can say to him, Oliver, do Dusty for Mr. Spielberg. Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
I taught Henry that if he falls down, he can't just get up. He has to wait for his laughs.
Right.
It's all about timing. Timing.
So this will be
Bits. I teach them bits.
the short dynasty, the short comedy dynasty.
Because I would like to get out of this eventually.
No, you've never been better. You're in your prime. Oh yeah.
Well, I like to try new things. It's been a long, long time. I've done virtually everything in show business.
Yeah, I know. Well,
and
good for
I don't
you.
know if you've seen The Real, but it's not been easy.
I have seen The Real, and you, my friend, make it look easy.
Oh, come on.
We have to. When we come back, you have a movie here, and I want to show a bit of the movie, and then also you have a little something special for us and for the holidays. Is that right?
Well, I thought that perhaps, if anyone was interested, I might sing a song.
Oh my God! We'll be right back with Martin Short. See a lot of, this time of year, you see a lot of dumb tourists. They take a look at that. Let me see that shot again. They take a look at that and say, what time are we going to launch that rocket?
Boy. They don't have any funk, those tourists.
On the program. Manny the hippie will be out here a little bit later. Marty, let's tell the folks about your newest cinematic project.
Oh, you mean the one that's opening July 11th?
July 11th.
A Simple Wish.
A Simple Wish.
I play the world's first male fairy godmother,
Fairy
Murray.
godmother. It's a film for children as well as adults, or vice versa?
The whole family, Dave. It has Miss Kathleen Turner,
right.
Mara Wilson, Terry Garr.
Oh, Terry Garr is very funny.
Robert Pastorelli.
I love to think the role of Terry Garr. And Mara Wilson is the sweet little young child actress.
8-year-old, adorable.
That was in the film.
Yes,
the other
all those films.
What was her name?
She was in Matilda.
Yeah, Matilda. That's it.
And of course, Kathleen Turner, well, you know her for many years as a legend.
Right.
She's one of the great voices, you know.
Right. But
she sounds like two little bankheads after doing a tour of Little Foxes within Madrid.
Yeah, that's right.
Spanish.
Sometimes she has a Spanish accent. Sometimes
she doesn't.
It's
like this, and sometimes it's Hey Diablo, saddle up the horses. You know, let's be honest.
But she's from Queens or something.
She's from Queens, but the theater will do that to you. And again, she's a big fan of Leo Crilio's work.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it was a Cisco Kid, Pancho. Now, all right, tell the folks what we're going to see here in the clip.
Oh, this is a clip. You know, I've in fact have been mocking her, impersonating her, and she gets angry at me. And she is a witch. Right. I am the world's first fairy godmother, and she gets me back.
You both have supernatural powers.
We have supernatural powers, and she zaps me.
I just hope you never use them for evil.
I wouldn't. How about Kathleen? Hello, she's the witch.
Here we go. Martin Short, Kathleen Turner, A Simple Wish, is that it?
A Simple Wish, July 11th, Dave.
Right, roll it.
Davey.
There you go. A Simple Wish.
First male fairy godmother, July 11th.
Another nice piece of work.
Michael Ritchie.
It's that time. You're going to knock us out. You're going to drop us dead. You got something special for the holidays? A little something, a little special piece of material?
The holidays are a very special time, Dave, and I mean, again, do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
If I start crying, I'm not going to be any good at all. So I'm going to shake it off. Okay. Now, I could do it right here.
Right.
Would this be nice?
Sure, and I could go home early.
Okay, well then I'll wander over.
Go over there.
Okay,
That's fine.
very
Okay,
good.
Thank you.
You know, Dave, in my business, or in our business,
being so generous.
when a holiday lingers for many, many years, it becomes what we like to call a standard. And you know, I've always loved July 4th, not only because it's my anniversary in show business, but it's also the first time we met. Do you remember that? I remember seeing you when you were killing every night as playing the Scarecrow in the Broadway production of The Wiz. Do you remember that? Ease on down the road. It was magic. But anyway, I know. And he doesn't think he was good. That's how nuts he is. But here's the thing. This song that Paul and I wrote is a tribute to not only how I feel about July 4th, but I think how every Canadian who's ever been in this land feels. Pappy, I hope you like it. For we all came from afar, the frozen north, snow tires on our car, beer, we all like to drink beer, and hockey's fun, but we kill for some sun. Raymond Burr and Marty Hall, they came to America. Margot Kidder, she took a fall, got Prozac in America. Michael Fox, he's not that tall, but lifts in America. Pamela Lee, her breasts were small, implants in America. Lord Green to America, Morley Safer to America, Paul Shea Sullivan to America, Jim Carrey bought America. Today, Norm Macdonald, him I like. Today, Katie Lang's a great big star. Shania Twain, what a dish. Today, Martin Short, a simple wish. Seize the day. Oh, Canada.
Unbelievable. Marty Short, ladies and gentlemen, one of the great Canadians of all time.
God bless you, David.
We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, you're here on a very special evening. Tonight we're introducing a brand new feature on the program called The 32nd Guest. And here now, to help us kick off the segment, one of the funniest men on the planet and a Canadian national treasure, Martin Short. So our 32nd guest, all right, put up the clock, please.
30 seconds.
Yes, are you ready, Marty?
I sure am,
Let's
Pappy.
begin. How was your summer?
Fine.
Uh-huh. Anything funny happen?
Oh, me, Mel Gibson, and Sandra Bullock in a rowboat. Mel falls in the water, we all laugh.
Uh-huh. I found an old photo of you.
Oh, please don't show it.
All right, here it is.
You got me, Dave.
Any new hobbies?
Scuba diving. I brought a clip.
Oh, great. Would you like to set it up?
Well, it's funny. Back when I was appearing in this other series...
Roll it.
Oh.
How about a song, Marty?
Well, you know it, Davey. Start spreading the news.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in my right hand is the old top 10 list. Let's try this. Ladies and gentlemen, here's tonight's top 10 list. Let's try this. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The top 10 category tonight, rejected Broadway lyrics. Here we are at the opening of the big Broadway season. We've been on Broadway for 5 years ourselves, a proud member of the Broadway community. The category tonight, top 10 Broadway show tune rejected lyrics. You understand what I'm saying? Rejected Broadway show tune lyrics. And now, here to present tonight's top 10 list, one of your big-time stars of both the stage and screen. He can be seen starring on Broadway in the musical revival Little Me, opening this fall. Please welcome Mr. Show Business, Martin Short.
I'm here for you, Pappy.
Top 10 rejected Broadway show tune lyrics. Here we go. Number 10.
Stockbroker, stockbroker, please don't jump off of my balcony.
Number 9.
sing, gotta dance, got a rabbit ferret in my pants.
Number 8.
I've got a dream, a glorious dream, pappy, involving 4 meter maids, pappy, and a can of whipped cream.
Yes, sir. Number 7.
Summertime, and I'm covered in deer ticks.
Number 6.
I got herpes, lots of herpes, filthy herpes. Who could ask for anything more?
All right. Rejected Broadway lyrics. Number 5.
Hideki Irabu, you're my favorite Japanese Yankee.
Very nice.
What do you think?
Number 4.
Well, this, Dave, I'd like to do this one maybe as a friend of ours, one of the legendary singers, Mr. Tony Bennett. Thank you. There's something funny going down, and Kool-Aid's going round here in Jonestown. Thank you. I'd like
Number 3.
Old Dan Rather, a trusted newsman who worships Satan all day long.
Number 2.
The Late Shift by Bill Carter is a crappy, 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 crappy book.
And now, the number 1 rejected Broadway lyric.
What I did for Bubba.
How do you do? Welcome back to the late. Martin Short is here tonight. Eddie Izzard and Fish will be on the program a little bit later. My thanks to Doug Williams. Was that his name? Doug Matthews. My thanks to Doug Matthews and his lovely wife, all the way from St. Louis. Very nice people. Nice to see them. Our first guest is one of the funniest Canadians of all time. He stars in the revival of the Broadway musical Little Me, which opens November 12th. Already sold out. Here's our good friend, Martin Short. Martin.
They're so fond of me.
How are you doing? Yes, they are, and well, they should be.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm very good. And can I say something to you?
What's that?
And again, you know, I always go through this last-minute concern that I'm going to come across like this big phony. But you look fantastic. You do. What have you... I mean... And this is what I'm thinking. I think you've had some work done. I mean, is it pectoral implants? Is that what you've had? Have you had some Botox? Electrolysis? There's a whole Lord of the Dance thing about you. It's fantastic. No, I swear to you, I was backstage, like I'm going to lie, and I thought, I'm watching the show, and I said, wait a second, why do they have Dawson's Creek on? They didn't.
No!
They had you on. You look good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You look great yourself.
Oh, I look like a lawyer. I was backstage. I look like a lawyer.
I know why you look so great, because you have the preview, the opening night glow, the pre-opening night glow. You're about, yeah, exactly.
November 12th.
This is the second time in a big Broadway production.
Yeah. And I'm very excited because I know I always get so much on my mind. What night are you coming again?
I'll be there first night. I'll
Really?
be there opening night.
Wow.
I'm there, down front, opening night.
Because your presence, whenever I get scared, because sometimes I get real scared, and I look out and I know that you're there. Because, you know, I know you always send me that traditional candygram, but that's not enough to know that you are there.
I'm there, buddy.
Vibes.
I am
Thanks,
there,
honey.
Now tell me about the when famous people come. Do they automatically come backstage?
Well, yes. You know, you always know who's out there.
Mm-hmm. How do you know that?
Because you're doing it every night, and it's like someone will. Hey, you know, one night I was doing Joey Buttafuoco's out there. So you spend Act 2 saying, now what do I do? He's going to come back. Do I shake his hand? I don't approve of everything he's done, but you know, you want people to love you, so you shake them and you go to have
theater
dinner.
fan, nonetheless.
Off to Earth, but no. It's very important the way you come back. It's called going around.
Yes.
By the way,
going around.
Yes. Are you going around?
Really?
Yes. And you have to go around in the correct way. Mm-hmm. You know, Tony Randall came backstage the other night.
He would know.
He did it beautifully. Martin. He came in with great enthusiasm. You did well indeed, dear boy. And he gave me a high slap. Really hurt. But I didn't pretend that it hurt because I was honored. Liza Minnelli. No one comes back better than Liza.
Really?
You're terrific, honey. She does that. This is the way you come around.
Yeah.
Sunday Night Alone. Sir John Gielgud, 94 years of age.
Oh, my. Must have been a thrill for you.
It was very exciting.
Yeah, I would think so.
I said, Sir John... And I think he was pleased. I think he was... No one is better than this man. Paul comes
Paul
back.
Schaefer knows his way around a Broadway
I've gone
theater.
around.
It's the same thing every time. He'll say, wow, fabulous. That was a fresh kick. You score big, babe. It doesn't mean it's not sincere.
I do so.
No.
I'm sincere.
Well, first of all, you've got the shades on. We don't even know if you can see anything.
It doesn't
That's
make
the point.
It doesn't make any difference whether you mean it or not. It's how you sound when
No
you're
one
back
wants
there.
someone to come back and tell the truth.
Exactly.
You must
It's
lie
show
in
business.
show business.
Right.
No one. Let's say I'm watching your show.
All right, fine.
And let's say. Let's say I'm watching your show, and let's say one night I kind of, let's say just one night it was a little bit off.
Well, you're
not saying
watching
whatever.
tonight.
I'm watching right now. I've got a hand mirror with me. No, let's say it's a little bit off, and I run into you.
Right.
You know, wherever we run into each other, the steam, or wherever we tend to, you know,
sure.
we're doing a spritz. I'm not going to say, hey, Dave, boy, did your show stink. I'm not going to say
No,
that.
of
I'm going to
course
say
not.
fantastic.
Right.
You know, and that's what people must do, because no one wants someone to come back and say, hi, that was sensational. I liked you better than other stuff. There's always the people. It's true. You I have learned hatred by doing shows.
Yeah, right.
Because you go, ooh, I lied to you in your last 18 films.
Oh, yeah.
Lied and pretended that you were good.
All right, let's put the ugliness behind us now.
Sure.
Let's talk about the production itself. Little Me. It's eight characters, all played by yourself. Is that right? Is that possible?
8 characters.
Well, how the hell can you do such a thing?
Well, they dwell within me rent-free, first of all. And I don't know. It's that whole comedy legend thing.
Name the characters. Can you
name
name
the
them?
characters. I play Noble Egglestone.
1.
I play Val de Velde, the French entertainer.
2.
I play Mr. Pinchley, the old man.
That's 3.
Hey, you've been to school and everything.
Yeah.
I play... Wow, that
Yeah, I know it's something, isn't it?
Yeah, something's going. It's not us.
No,
Yeah. Did I say Mr. Pinchley, the old man?
You have 5 left.
Aye. Well, okay. How about Prince Czerny of Rosenzweig?
All right.
A country so small.
All right, you're halfway home.
It defeated to Luxembourg. How about Otto Schnitzler, the German director? Otto Schnitzler.
All right, 5.
Okay, Bernie Buxbaum, the agent.
6.
Modeled after a dear friend of ours, Buddy Mora.
Oh, is
you
that right?
have to have a model for these people. Yeah.
Buddy Moore is fantastic. He's legendary in show business because he comes to you before an opening or before a show, and he will be with you right up until the moment that the curtain opens and you go out.
That's right.
And he's been doing this. He's a man over his career is known for one thing, and maybe one thing only. He perfected the standing nap.
My dear God. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Buddy. Oh, yeah. Good luck. Break a leg.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But you know, he's thinking and he's planning during that nap. Don't underestimate the nap.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I never
I
underestimated
think you did pretty well under their tutoring.
Oh, everything's fine.
Oh, everything's fantastic.
All right, you have 2 more now.
I do?
Yeah.
Did I say Ed Grimley?
No, but Ed Grimley.
Ed Grimley.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Come on. Thanks for remembering. No, wait a second. There's more. You know, I'm under tremendous pressure.
I know you are.
Did I say Prince Czerny of Rosenzweig? Did I say Val the French entertainer?
That's
I don't know. There's 2 more.
But now,
Trust me on this. Why am I going to lie?
Now, people, when they go, will they get all 8 every night?
No, I'm going to do selective. This is
well, I don't know. You don't seem to be familiar with all 8 of them.
Do you get out? You do this show. You drive to Connecticut. You speed home. I've heard the stuff about the speeding. And then what do? Then what do you? Of course, it's a set play. 8 shows a week.
Right. Yeah. And you do every character every night.
Every night.
Now, are you the only one in the play?
No. Good Lord, no. We have the fabulous and beautiful Faith Prince. We have Brooks Ashmansky.
Okay, that's all 8 now, right?
Those are the other. Now you get the other.
Yeah. Are you excited? Are you thrilled about this?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Because I know the last time when you were on the Promises, when you did that.
Oh, by the way, how about that card you sent me with the big flowers?
Oh, I'm glad you got it.
I did.
Now, and then you went to like Sardi's after closing.
I go to Sardi's all the time because my picture's up in Sardi's.
Yeah.
I was when I did The Goodbye Girl. Another. No. Sure. Oh, come on. That's not why I mentioned a Tony nomination. I was awarded a picture in Sardi's. This is one of the greatest honors.
Yeah, it's a caricature.
They gave it to me. It was a live hookup on CNN.
Oh.
The day of the Tony nominations, They hooked up, and they did an unveiling, and the picture looked so not like me. But I said to them, this is fantastic because if, now I'm blanking her name, if Karen Black ever did a Broadway show, you could save the frame because the picture was completely like this. So, and I did it as a joke, and it's a great honor. And then Mr. Sardi came over. And
said, Mr. Sardi?
Yeah.
The actual Sardi guy?
Sure. And, it's Vince Sardi. In the world of showbiz. No, Mr. Sardi came over. No, he did. And he said, listen, he said, Martha, you're not crazy about that picture? I said, oh, I'm so honored to have this picture with you. Does it look exactly like me? That's not the point.
Yeah.
I'm just so thrilled. He said, this new guy we're using, he does a different style. I don't know if I like it as good as the old guy.
A new guy?
Yeah, how long have you been using him? 23 years, he said.
They're just testing him.
Just testing him. No, you look over, it's on the wall. It's a go to Sardi's. Go to Sardi's. So I sit underneath the picture. I've had many triumphs. I've had some defeats.
Let me ask you a question.
I don't know if you've seen the reel.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You've sung for us "Christmas is a Lady."
That was. Can I give you the date?
Yeah.
That was in December of '95.
There you go. You've the second. The second in the trilogy.
Is it unimportant or important?
Have I got it in the wrong order? You started Broadway. Broadway is a Lady.
Your third show at CBS.
Broadway is a Lady.
Was Broadway is a Lady.
Okay. Then
September '93.
Then Christmas is a Lady.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Filling the trilogy.
Yeah. This will be it now.
Yeah.
This completes the trilogy.
Yeah.
What do you have?
Halloween is a Lady.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, Marty Short. Halloween is a Lady.
Thank you, Dave. Trick-or-treating is a phenomenal thing, and it's an institute. Should I... Can I sit right...
No.
No, I'll
go right over there.
In my business, or in our business, when an institution lasts for many, many years, we like to call it a tradition. You know, I've always had a very warm spot for Halloween because it's, I don't know if you remember, this is the first time Dave and I met at the annual Jim Neighbors Halloween party. I remember Dave had come as the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz, and he was so cute saying, "Bang on my heart if you think I'm perfect." You know, he kept doing that, and people didn't respond, but they thought it was fun. The point being that when you think about Halloween, Pappy, you think about a day that means so much to the inner child. Listen to the lyrics, see if you don't agree. Paul?
You've got to treat Lady Halloween kindly. You've got to give her your respect.
Then she'll ride your broom like no witch ever has. Thank you. Thank you very much. I love this, love.
You have to carve her pumpkin gently.
With a knife that's extra thick. Then she'll gladly trick your treat and light your wick. So in closing, Mr. Letterman, here's a tip from a goblin who knows. This ghoul will jack your lantern down to your toes. Just remember, Halloween is a lady. Halloween is a lady. So don't cross her black cat Pappy, or you'll make his name unhappy, and you'll kiss your lady bye-bye.
Martin Short, ladies and gentlemen. Opening November 12th? November 12th. November 12th. Little Me. Always a pleasure. Thank you, Martin.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with Eddie Izzard and tonight's Top 10 list. Letter number 4. Dear Dave, what do you whisper to each guest when you bring them out? Your pal, Aaron Riojas, Royal Oak, Michigan. We get this question a lot, and when a guest comes on, I just lean in and say, hello, thanks for coming, how's the kids, that kind of thing. Every now and then, maybe a little something different. You know, you want to try a little something, you're feeling some extra energy. Here's what I'm talking about. Remember the other night, Marty Short,
Yeah.
a very talented actor, comedian, and a very nice guy. He's on, yeah. And well, he ain't here tonight, but he was on the other night. And I just thought, well, what the heck? Let's just try a little something different. You remember?
It was interesting.
Yeah, okay, here, take a look. The night Marty Short came out. Ladies and gentlemen, here's our good friend, Martin Short. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 4 letters, 4 answers. Close up the CBS mailbag.
Letters, we get letters. We can sax some letters.
We'll be right back with Governor George Pataki, ladies and gentlemen.